I'm gonna call this eggplant lasagna. Huh. Hey friends, welcome back. We have eggplants from the garden here, and I've been talking about what I want to do with them because I don't know all kinds of recipes for eggplant, and I know a common one is eggplant parmesan. So we are going to try it and hope it turns out, and hope we like it. I have 2 eggplant plants out there, and I've gotten 4 eggplants off of it. So we're going to try it with these 2 and hope for the best. I'm loosely following a recipe, which I can link below, but I'll probably deviate from it a little bit. So the first thing we need to do is slice the eggplant and let it sweat, which is just letting excess moisture seep out of the slices so it's not super soupy and soggy and gross. So let me get out a cutting board. I just finished my first round of making and canning jam. So we've got blackberry jam here. I'm going to take that off the stove and put those in real quick, and then we'll get these sliced up. We will let these sweat on here by using salt. When you add salt to something, it draws out the moisture. Let me get a knife. This variety of eggplant is Rosa Bianca. So it's not your usual long purple eggplant. It's a different one. Supposedly tastes better. I got inspired to grow this one by James Prigioni. So I thought if I'm going to grow eggplant, if I'm going to try growing eggplant, I'm going to try a recommended variety. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. And I might never grow eggplant again, or I might grow it every year. This is my first time. Doesn't that look cool on the inside? The seeds are in such an interesting pattern. Feels like a waste of good quality salt. This is my Redmond's real salt. But I don't want to go and put that table salt stuff on this either. Once these are done sweating, we're supposed to pat them dry and wipe off the excess salt. But we like a little salt, so we might leave it on. Okay, it says just let it sit for 10 minutes, so we'll see how much drippage happens in 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the other stuff. So I'll go throw this in the compost real quick. Try 2. So we're going to combine breadcrumbs in one bowl, and then egg in another one. I think we're just going to dip. So I make my own breadcrumbs whenever I have random bread, like extra buns or ends of bread that nobody wants to eat. I'll just dehydrate it and blend it up and stick it in this bag. I don't think I need that much. So we'll start with that much. breadcrumbs, garlic powder. This is homemade garlic powder from Garlic Scapes. Salt and pepper. Because I don't need that much salt. Why wipe this salt off and then add more salt here? Italian herbs. I'll just do basil and oregano. I would get out my mortar and pestle real quick because there's some stems in here, but I don't feel like it. And Parmesan in here. I don't know why we put Parmesan in here already. Okay, we're gonna mix it up. Another bowl for eggs. Do 3 eggs. Oh. Whisk them up and then a bowl of flour. I was looking for this bag of flour. Once these are done sweating, pat them dry, put them in the flour on both sides, dip them in eggs, then the breadcrumbs, pack on to eggplants, and then gently shake off excess crumbs. And then we can either pan fry them or bake them. So we'll wait till this is done sweating. I see no liquid dripping yet, so we'll give it some time. I got all day. Not really, it's 5:20. These have sweat a bit. And so we just need to dab them dry. Then we dip them in the things and bake them. You can either fry them or bake them. Frying uses a lot of oil, so I'm just going to do the baking route. And I don't have to use any of my oil because the avocado oil that I use is not super cheap because I don't use like vegetable oil or canola oil or anything like that, which is very cheap. So coat both sides with flour. Oops, I just got egg on something, the cabinet. Dip in egg. And then the recipe says to push it in and shake off the excess. Might do that one. I might do the egg a little better next time. The oven is preheated to 350, and these will bake for 25 minutes. That'll help get the extra juices out. I tried making this one time just by using eggplant slices as like the noodles of a lasagna, which is basically the same thing that we're going to do, but I didn't sweat them or anything like that, and it turned out to be like really soupy and weird because I didn't actually like look anything up. I was like, I'll just make an eggplant lasagna, basically, without breading these. And so this step is very necessary. Okay, these have been coated with flour, egg, breadcrumb, herb, Parmesan mixture, and 25 minutes in the oven at 350. And then we'll layer them in the pan and bake them again. I just remembered I wanted to add meat to it. Get this cooking. Okay, I just chopped mozzarella, a small block, into slices. I didn't feel like getting out the shredder. And don't look away from your knife when you're wielding it because you could cut your finger like I almost did. And then I canned my own spaghetti sauce, and this jar didn't seal. It's been sitting in the fridge. And then this one, I decided not to can because I was going to save it for this. So now I might have too much sauce. We'll see. And this was just a smidge left over. That wouldn't fill a jar. So we got plenty of our homemade sauce. By the way, that video is out if you wanted to watch it. We made this together, and it was spanned over several days because it was a big batch, and it always takes a long time to make sauce. But you got to reduce it, and all that. So the meat's cooking. We got about 5 minutes left on the eggplants in the oven before we take them out and assemble our meal. Okay, they're ready to come out. Should I make them go longer? No, probably not. Might end up burning them, knowing me. I'm going to move the temperature up to 400. A little bit of sauce on the bottom. The meat's done, so I need to drain that real quick. Both sides got toasted. I really hope this does not turn out soggy or soupy. How do I want to do this? Because I don't have enough slices to do multiple layers if I pack them in. Oops.
Oh, my hair.
My hair's a mess. I can just make a small batch of spaghetti tomorrow. Cook up a couple noodles. That'll work. Okay, this might turn out I don't know. We'll see. Put it in the oven 30 minutes at 400. Fingers crossed. Prayers made. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna let this rest for a while, and then we'll taste it. Okay, let's dish it out. And hope. It's been sitting and resting for maybe 20 minutes, and I see the liquid has gone down a lot because there was a lot of liquid that was just sizzling away. So the eggplant should be nice and soft because about almost an hour of baking between the 2 times it had to go in the oven. And if it's not good, well, at least there's some meat in here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Baby girl's watching. Isn't she cute? If you saw that pile of dirt over there, I swept the dog hair out of the kitchen before I started, and I didn't just pan it up yet. So, I will. This is good though. Oh. Okay. I'll eat it. Seems kind of dark. Sorry if the lighting's not that good. Okay. That will do. That's what I'll do with all my eggplants that come in. Okay, well, here's dinner. So, if you haven't ever tried it, or you're on the fence about it, I know it's not like a super popular dish. I don't think that many people like eggplant, at least that I know of. Anyways, it's good. It's worth it. Last time, I've only had eggplant one time, and it was eggplant parmesan, and I did not like it. It was not good. This is good. It might be the extra cheese. It might be the sauce, because I really like my sauce. Might be because there's meat in it. I don't know. But it's delicioso. So have a wonderful day, and feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going to call this eggplant lasagna. Huh.